Alright, Shadow, let's do this. Alright, let's go! Chaos Control! Oh yeah! So you decide to use chaos unification, right?
That seems pretty impressive.
Yeah, we did. We got our own fusion.
We're gonna show you it right now.
Super
Rain Speed!
That does look pretty powerful. Ha, you can say that again. Alright.
It's Shadic and Sonow against the world.
Haha, yeah, it's two different fusions. Chaos Unification and Golden Rings. I actually first existed as Hyper Shadic. I actually appear in an AU, first existing as my normal state and immediately going super. That's actually quite cool. But anywho, you appear to be one of the first Sonic the Hedgehog fusions ever?
Yeah, but it's not canon.
But even then, it's still pretty cool. I gotta agree. I come from a guy named ChakraX. I was in a Sonic fan movie called Nazo Unleashed. I come from a guy named Terminal Repo, where he decided to make a Sonic the Hedgehog fusion AU. Sounds good. Do you have a time limit for your fusion?
No, not at all.
Oh, great, cause mine doesn't.
Oh, that's good.
You'd think that with Chaos Emeralds, whatever you do with them, it's always gonna have a time limit. But no, which we decided to take to our advantage.
Oh, that's quite sick.
I actually decided to go up against Nazo as this fusion, but I wasn't really making a lot of quick work with him. Not even as Hyper Sonow. Oh, yeah.
You decided to separate
To then become me, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Nazo is really tough to deal with. No wonder you were taking so long even when you combine as Hyper Shadic.
Yeah, but I still went against him.
Oh, look at you. But still though, how often do we even get to combine ourselves?
Literally never. Especially considering that it's not canon.
Yeah, I know. But considering it's a fan animation, Sonic and Shadow can just do all this fusion stuff anytime they want.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And we'll get a lot of attention from the fans, if not a lot of money. Or just fan-made concepts, what do you mean? Yeah, you're right, we definitely don't get money, but still though, one thing to note is that there has been some fans that have been getting our fusion designs very wrong.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
But then again, that's just how fan-made things are.
Makes sense.
But anyways, hasn't there been a lot of fan animations involving us?
Yes, very much.
There had been times where I had to destroy EXEs. There were also times where I had to go against Nazo again, as well as other fused characters. That is genuinely wild.
Yeah, you're telling me.
You know things are pretty bad when it comes to the bad guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Most bad guys are all fun and games until you realize who they really are.
Yeah, you're telling me.
It is true what they say. Never judge a book by its front cover. Yeah, I know, that's what makes this battle even worse. Have you ever tried to combine transformations? No, why? It is a good failsafe if you can't go super or hyper. I didn't have a lot of times where I did that though. Explain this to me.
So one time, whilst I was super, there was a giant blast attack coming at me. The Chaos Emeralds were at their maximum, so I couldn't become hyper. So I had to become Dark Chaos Super Shadic. But I did defuse only a little bit after that. The new form was a lot stronger than hyper.
I never actually did that before, but that does sound pretty good.
I wouldn't quite recommend it.
Is it that risky?
Yeah, it is.
No way.
Just way.
But if the situation is that bad, then maybe you can use it. Oh, okay. But you are gonna have to be very careful when you use it. Alright, noted. And also, hasn't there been fan animations where they decided to combine us in total?
Wait, What?
Yeah, they combined our designs together.
A fusion of fusions?
Yeah, I know. It's not right. I've seen three-way fusions instead of two, but this one is a whole different story. I wonder what their super and hyper forms would look like. That's gonna take some time to figure out, but I don't think they've actually made those yet.
Okay.
Also, did I ever tell you about the fact that they've been getting your name philosophy very different and wrong?
Yes, very much.
But again, Sonow, it's a fan thing. I just wanted to let you know that. And also one thing to note is that they've been making their very own fusions of Sonic and Shadow, not like the Chaos Emeralds or even the Gold Rings.
Let me guess.
The Patara and that dance? Oh yeah, no surprise there. I know, right? And they could either just use our design philosophies or just make something original. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if they used our designs. Me either, actually. I'm pretty sure there's just some sort of fan-made Sonic character that almost shares the exact same design philosophy as me, but has different shoes and an original name.
Wait, what?
His quills are kind of angled a bit like yours when you're in your base form, and his eyes are sapphire blue, and his shoes are a bit like Sonic's but completely black. I think I semi-remember him. Sonic used the sapphire, along with the super emeralds, to gain some sort of hyper form in order to beat him. I think his name was... Silkadoom, was it?
Yeah, Silkadoom.
That guy was wild to deal with.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, I bet he was. I'm pretty sure most of the fans decided to make him hyperform. I've also noticed that. There's just his full power, his super form, the iconic apex form, his real hyper form, and the supreme form, which is actually the final form that most fans gave him. Yeah, and apparently he's a lot stronger than Nazo. I don't know why, but he is.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Did you ever see a three-way fusion of Sonic, Shadow, and Silver?
What? No.
What's their name? They call themselves Silvadic. That must be really powerful.
Yeah, that's right. Also,
Wait, let me guess. Super and hyper forms.
oh yeah, you nailed it there.
I knew it.
Silver barely goes into his hyper form.
Hey, knock it off.
Okay,
sorry,
sorry,
I'll knock it off. Kidding. Have you guys known that there's more than just Sonic and Shadow fusions?
Wait, what?
Someone named Beware decided to make a video of different Sonic characters fusing, but all of them were named after an attribute of theirs. Combined attributes, to be exact. Oh my, that must have been really difficult to come up with. But you gotta admit, it is pretty cool. Okay, I'll give him that. Did you ever see about a fusion of Nazo and Mathless?
No
Sounds
way.
dangerous. Or even Nazo and Silkadoom?
Are you kidding?
No way. How about Mathless and Scourge? They call themselves Solar. I think I've dealt with them before. Wait,
Really?
it took me a mix-up for him to stop him. Oh yeah, you told me about that before. It took me a hyper form. Why are you guys dealing with most of the crazy bad guys and I am not? Okay, look, I know how unfair that might be, but please calm down. And also, Silvadic.
Yes?
Have you ever dealt with Nazo before? Oh yeah, I did.
How did that go?
It went fairly easy. There is a fan-made series called The Return of Nazo. Have you ever known that?
No, tell me about it.
I am quite curious too. Somehow Nazo had enough energy to seal himself inside a ring, and Eggman picked it up, brought it to his laboratory, brought him back, and added cybernetic attachments to his body, making him faster, stronger, and smarter. Sonic and Shadow couldn't even deal with him in their super forms like before.
I was able to deal with him, but he went perfect and beat me down. So of course, I went hyper. Tails and Knuckles joined in the fight, and we decimated him. But then he went hyper again. The series isn't quite finished yet, but that's where it ended. That sounds pretty interesting. Do you know who made that? Solar Fox Productions. They made it, and it looks amazing. I think he's working on part 4 right now.
I wonder how you're gonna deal with hyper-perfect Cyber Nozzle. Normal hyper-perfect Nozzle is wild enough, and you add cybernetic attachments to him, you'll have a real issue.
I know.
Or you can extract the negative energy out of Nozzle like you did last time. Well, if I'm gonna do that, then wish me luck. Well, I guess we'll just wait and see how part 4 goes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yup. And also, there's an official sequel to Nozzle Unleashed. Unfortunately, I don't appear in it.
Wait, what? How come?
How can that even be? So it turns out that chaos unification requires the negative chaos energy to heavily outweigh the positive. And also, Nozzle has a new form as well. It's called Chaos Nozzle, and it's green just like the Master Emerald.
I think I've heard a little bit about that.
So it turns out that when Robotnik decided to bring him back, he decided to use the mechanical parts of Mecha Sonic. And I don't know how he forgot, but Mecha Sonic can actually use the Master Emerald alone to become super. Just like how Nozzle did with his Chaos form. Yeah, that was pretty dumb, not gonna lie. Is there anything more you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think we can end it here.
Alright, me too.